This is my market recap of 1/7/2025. No trades taken. Never had it set up to the upside. And let's go over while we were looking for longs, what can we improve up today? Because today was a very important day to me, to be honest. It was very interesting. Same thing as yesterday. Yesterday our bot was correct. Today our bot was incorrect, right? And let's see what we got here, right? On the weekly, we're going from weekly ERL to IRL, right? As well as the daily ERL to this IRL, right? But from this IRL, we're going to go to the ERL, right? Apparently, I was wrong with that, right? So I'm gonna further explain that, right? And as well could be wrong as well. And these sometimes because your boss can't be correct all the time, right? So yeah. And what else do we have here? We have this order flow was bullish, range low got tapped, so I was looking for longs here, and overall it was incorrect. And let's go for our execution here. Do we have any execution? I did not have any execution because when this candle ended right over here, this candle was at 555, right? This candle is the next candle, which the confirmation must happen before the candle closure. And it happened right when the candle closed, which is not it, right? And it must be tapped during that specific candle. So I was not looking for a 5-minute. I was looking for a 15-minute. And 15-minute never offered us the entry, which was this candle right over here. It never offered the entry. And yeah, no trades taken. You see how we adapted? We went from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. 15 minutes, we didn't take a trade because it never offered the setup, right? We're adaptable. And now let's go to our different perspective that we had here, right? Let's leave the chart here. And let's go to our different perspective. On the weekly, as you guys know, there's short-term liquidity, the long-term liquidity. Our long-term on the weekly is overall here, right? Our short-term on the weekly, we had a daily CRT to the downside. And this was a total bodysuit because we had an entry inside of the CRT, right? So tomorrow, my bias might change to a bearish bias. But what else do we had here? We had this key level supporting this order block. This one bursts out liquidity as well. We had this IRL, right? So on the weekly base, where we going from, and on a short-term liquidity, we're going from a CRT high got purged, right? It's a total body soup, key level supporting it, and we're going from a daily IRL to ERL, and it looks like I was incorrect for this fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? It looks like I was incorrect for this me using this fair value gap. We as well had a SMT with a quality pair, which was GU. GU souped that out while EU did not. You can see souped that out while EU did not. Right? And we had an SMT to the downside. And it looks like in a daily time frame, we go from a daily IRL to ERL. So this fair value is respected. And I made a mistake where I thought I only care about this one because this one's relevant to the price. But as you guys know, market won't be perfect, right? So if to go, because market tap this other fair value gap, so we go from this fair value gap from this IRL to ERL, right? So it would have made more sense, right? So in the short-term liquidity, we're bearish, right? And we have a daily CRT, so we go from a daily IRL to ERL, right? You can see right over here. On the weekly, we go to the upside, but daily we go to the downside, right? So as you guys know, there's a short-term and a long-term liquidity, right? And what else do we had here? Why this fair value was we should have not cared about it? Why? Because market always be correct. I thought market should have gone over here, but it was fully incorrect due to this other fair value gap, right? Because market could go from could go from IRL, this ERL, right, to this IRL. Eventually, this IRL could cause it back to ERL, right? Or it could go from this once the ERL gets respected, this other IRL could just push the price down, right? As well, we had a key level daily auto block as well as a daily CRT to the downside. So we had narrative to the downside, right? On the 4-hour, we didn't have much, right? We had a New York reversal profile. For my down, for looking for if I'm looking for a sales, I had for my sell position, I had a narrative to the downside, right? And you can see the daily CRT right over there for our CRT. And we had an SMT with a quality pair, which was right over here, right? And that's what we had. And so since I have a daily, narrative on the 4 hour, if I'm bearish in this case, my 4 hour, this low should not be the low of the day. If I'm bearish, this should be the high of the day, not the low of the day, right? So that would be a New York reversal profile 2, 1 a.m. accumulation, 5 a.m. manipulation, and 1 p.m. expansion, right? And our target goal would be this low only because this low cannot be it. As well, it could have been down here as well, but at the moment right now, that will look too unrealistic. And the order flow is bullish in this time as well. We did have the hourly confirmation of the CRT before the candle closure, which is right over here, right? So before that, we had this hourly candle closure. So this outer candle for the daily CRT confirmed it, right? Before the candle closed, right? And you can see that one we showed over there. And when I show you guys an example, happened the confirmation happened right when the candle closed. You can't be like that. You have to be beforehand, right? And you can see right over here, one confirmation was there to the downside as well. And 5 a.m. New York reversal profile happened. And you can see right over here, because we go to the 15-minute time frame for the execution. We did not have any entry here. We did not have any execution entry here. How come we had not, how come we have not had any entry? Actually, we did, right? This is our 5 a.m. Wait, this is the 4:45 a.m. Okay, so it looks like we did have an entry here, right? 5 a.m. candle right over here. The 5:15 a.m. candle souped it out. But this candle, this is the candle we care about, right? And this candle closed below it. And this is going to be our model 1 to the downside, which the entry was at 5:15 a.m. Which I woke up at 6, right? So I would have not able to be catch this, right? But our entry or sell stop would have been right above this order block. I thought differently. I thought the market would have always been stopped out because of spread, but this right over here would have been our entry, right? Because this is helping out project the high. So we were already in the key level, right? Market closed below it. The candle that helped us tip of the high. Eventually closed below. We used the full range as our model number 1 because market closed below the market closed above the whole range. Top loss couple ticks above this, so it's been a 11. So would have able to survive this? I don't know, because spread would have probably taken us out, right? But this would have been our setup to the downside right over here. And our confirmation of the SMT would have been a order block. It would have been a CISD, right? And our take profit would be right over here. For a 2.8 RR, if you would have held this down here, we've still been in trade for a 12.3 RR, right? Very interesting day. You can see how we had our bias incorrect. That's why in my live stream, when you guys hear me say tomorrow, I might have a different perspective, right? Because I saw this model 1 get formed here, get respected. Yes, I did not talk about it, but I just wanted to make sure, right? You can see our bias to the downside was correct, but to the upside wasn't, right? These days where we have a 2 different perspective, which is a day where it's kind of difficult, but you can see right over here, difficult to trade. As you guys see right here, right? We have this confirmation on this. I mean, it's more difficult to trade it because we have a mixed match bias. But as you guys can see, our bearish bias worked out, and there's a short-term liquidity and there's a long-term, right? Our long-term liquidity is the weekly, our short-term the daily, right? So the short-term liquidity was looking to the downside. We had our key level, everything that was pointing to the downside. So next session, next day, I may be looking for a sell model instead of a bullish model. And yeah, as well you can see, we do have this order block getting created here. So we got to be paying attention because this short-term liquidity could end quick. I'm going to go from a IRL here to back to ERL, right? So that's why today was a tricky day, and I didn't even manage to take a trade here. But we had a New York reversal profile 1 to the downside, right? And the 2 was a false, right? The one we're looking for to the upside was a false, but to the downside it was real, right? It's called the push to the downside. And this is our trade market recap. No trade. This trade I would have not even taken it because it would have been 5 a.m. I wake up at 6. I don't wake up at 5 a.m., right? I have my time zone. The market opens at 9 a.m., right? For me. So waking up at 5 a.m. is like 4 hour long, and it might be just it might when the time comes, I might be too tired to even take a trade, right? That's 5 hour different. I mean, I think it's a 4 hour difference, right? And that's a long time. But you could do we did have a setup to the downside. We could have caught a New York expansion here as well. Let's see, we would have caught a New York expansion. Nope, we would have not caught it. We would have not been caught a New York situation because our drawing has already been met. But this right over here is my market recap. Today was a mixed bias, right? And yeah, interesting dates today. Market we had a bullish to the upside because our nature to the upside was order flow was bullish. Raise low got tapped. IRL to ERL. We had a weekly to the upside, right? Daily was going against us. So as you guys know, market goes from short-term liquidity to long-term liquidity, right? So that's why it matters for us to use the short-term and the long-term. But tomorrow I might look for a long here because we can go from my daily IRL to ERL. But I don't know. We might still go with this narrative right over here to the downside. I don't know. Until time comes, until new testing comes, then I'm gonna decide what should I be looking for. As of right now, I don't know what's gonna happen until the time comes, right? But that's my market recap. Box was incorrect, and yeah, but we still preserve capital because, as you guys know, we adapt to the market. We don't take stupid trades, right? Let's just say if I'm looking to take a long here, I'm not gonna force myself to take a long, right? If the market is telling me no, if it's giving me a behavior, you can see in this case when I was during the Pacific time, I knew market wasn't gonna give me an entry here. The reason I knew the market was not gonna give me an entry was because it was right over here, right? I knew because market was not gonna reach us all the way over here. So like, okay, the market behavior is not that well. Market might just go down, right? So market did a expansion, retracement, expansion, eventually another a reversal, retracement, expansion, reverse again to the downside, another retracement, expansion, right? Simple as that. And yeah, tricky day. Now we do have our bias. We did sum up some some confusion here, right? But tomorrow we don't know what's gonna happen until the session comes. If I see this daily start to getting respected, I'm gonna look for a long. If I don't see it getting respected, I'm looking for shorts, right? And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.